What is up, everybody? I'm back with another video, and as you can see, I've got the Sema style truck sitting in front of me. That's the name we're going to call this thing. We're going to call this thing Sema style because it's lifted up sky high and it just kind of crazy. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to add some traction bars to this truck. But I was sitting here thinking, I've been thinking about this since my last YouTube video, and I was thinking we should try and do some kind of shock or something on this truck. I think that would be kind of cool. I'm not 100% sure how to do that. I have not done that before. So we're going to figure out how we could put shocks on this truck and go from there. So I'm not 100% sure how we're going to do this yet. I have not really thought this through. I haven't really thought about it at all. But I've been thinking that we could kind of slide some, maybe this. I'm going to try and beat this down onto there. Might not work. Might have to go with some of the blue stuff. So what I'm trying to do is kind of get the shock. Like I said before, I've never done this before, so we're just going to kind of wing it. We're going to wing this thing and see if we can't make some cool shocks out of this. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. So, you guys can learn with me on how we can do something like this. So, let me grab some of the smaller stuff here. And we're going to try and use the purple stuff that I had here at the beginning. So maybe. So trying to figure out how I can make like a shock, make it look kind of like an actual shock, and this is going to take me a while. So I'm just going to kind of cut a piece and go all the way around this. Whoa. Alright, so oh my gosh. So I just found out that these scissors will cut through this dang brass. Little brass this brass stuff. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so now I'm gonna slide this through because I did not think that was gonna cut through the brass. Okay. So I'm thinking I want to do something like this. Kind of like that. As you can see there, it's kind of like the bigger part of the shock itself. And then of course we won't have springs because I'm not too good at doing any of that stuff. So this is kind of what we're going for, I think. And go for something like that, kind of going down to the, oh, whoa, you can't even see what I'm doing. So kind of something like this. I don't know if you can kind of tell what I'm going for. Let me take the wheel off here. The wheels off of here. And as you can see, we got our 4th gen back, which was super cool. My girlfriend did an amazing job on the whole truck. Really love the way this truck turned out. All blacked out. It's got all the tinted windows, blacked out, or color matched back bumper. Little top things are all color matched, the little toolbox deals. And then you got the front, the grill is all color matched and all that good stuff. It all turned out super good. Super excited about that truck. That truck will be staying around for a while. Because we're going to make it kind of more of a tow truck, kind of like something to haul my stuff around with. So I'm kind of thinking, like I said before, I've never done this before. I think this is my smaller stuff. So I'm not sure exactly what we're doing here. And we might end up saying, screw this, we're not going to do this because I have no idea what I'm doing. Get a little more practice in and we might try it again. So, like I said before, and we might end up cutting our little piece down. Not sure yet. So I'm just going to kind of hold this here somewhere and mark it. Maybe. So, go ahead and get my little piece over here. Where do my little cutters go? Here. Got it marked. So I'm going to slide my little black piece, little, oh shoot, what am I talking about? My little shock going up. I'm going to cut this here. Now, we can slide our little axle tube back through it. Or axle tube, more of our little shock deal. I'm not sure what we're going for here, but we're going to do something. Alright, so now, got my handy dandy super glue out. I'm just going to put a little dab right here on the top. I'm going to slide this up a little bit. So now, kind of clean that up a little bit. Alright, now we can go all the way around it, kind of sand it out a little bit, smooth it out. And of course we will paint these if we end up doing this all the way around the truck. So I'm kind of making, I don't know if you can see what I'm making there, but it's kind of going for like a shock look on this truck. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but I thought this would be kind of a neat little truck to do this on. Whoop. Okay, something like that, except I want to go kind of over this way, just a hair. So I think that would actually look pretty cool on this truck. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it would. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to glue this in here. I'm going to take a little dab right here. A little dab right there. Not too big. Okay. Go ahead and whoop. Take my little piece right here. Let this dry for a second. Alright, so you can kind of see there, going with a shock. I don't know how good or bad that looks on the truck. We will see it once we get it done. So, I don't know. We might go for this. We might go ahead and just keep going with it and see what we can't make out of the truck. If we decide, we don't really like that, we'll take all the shocks back off of it. But, so let me go ahead and I'm going to get all of these all done up, and then I'll finish, and then I'll show you guys the traction bars and all that good stuff. So, I will catch you guys in just a second. So, that took a crazy amount of time right there, but I got all the shocks put on. Don't judge me too much because this is the first time I've tried this, so next time I do believe I'm going to cut all my bigger pieces to a little bit different of a size, probably a little bit smaller than what they are right now. They are pretty good size on this thing. I'm not huge fan of that, but I do believe they turned out really good. As you guys seen, what I did was I took this right here. This is just the axle rod, or this stuff right here is too small for the axle rod, but this stuff works great for other smaller stuff that you're looking to do. And as you can see, the smaller rod actually slides through it. This is, I believe, 1/56. I can't remember exactly. So don't quote me on none of that. But I thought this would be kind of cool just to figure out some other way to do a little more detail to the trucks, just to add some more stuff to them. But of course, like always, we are going to paint all of this stuff. We're going to make it all look really good and just kind of touch everything up, clean everything up real good, and just make it look super cool. So as you guys know, we're going to do some traction bars on this thing. This is the Sema style is what we're going to name it. Like I said before, a super cool, kind of a cool name I thought for the old truck. So I'm not sure where we want to go with our traction bars. I don't know if we want, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Slide the camera over this way so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my traction bars in somewhere around in here. I think I'm going to go on the outside of the frame. as you can see here, you can see some of the frame on the bottom of the truck. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go on the outside, somewhere around in there. And of course, we're going to go ahead and cut 2 of these the same size, or the same length, so that way we can make sure they're both the same size. So like what I do all the time, gonna measure them up to each other. Go ahead and cut 2 of those. Alright, so now get our handy dandy super glue back out. Go ahead and take the lid off of that. Get that already. I know I've got a crazy mess going on. So, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe get our traction bars all set up here. Just like so. Alright, so that'll be perfect. Right there. Be able to hold it very nice. Whoop, didn't even get any glue on that. So now, go ahead and take just a little bead, get underneath that spot there, and as well as the other side. Go ahead and pick it up. Make sure we got it somewhat close to the same width apart from each other. Whoop. I don't know why I let go of that. I literally just glued it. Somewhere around in here. Looks pretty good. And of course, we're going to do some crazy colors underneath the truck. So be sure to let me know what color you guys think I should do on the bottom of this truck. Like always, I'm not going to paint the underneath the truck today. Or actually, I won't have my girlfriend do it today. She's actually working on some other stuff. So, we'll get this thing all fixed up real super duper cool. And then, you guys will be able to see the finished results on this truck. So, like I said before, this is part 2 of, we're going to call this the Sema style. So, I think that's kind of a cool name. I thought, maybe not, maybe so, whatever you guys decide. Maybe you guys think it's the dumbest thing I've ever thought of. Maybe it's the coolest thing you ever thought of. But whatever you guys think, let me know in the comments. But as far as I am concerned, this is Sema style. So I'm going to make sure this fits in here before I go ahead and cut another one. So I can get the right length and everything going on. Whoa, we need to go a little further back. I'm going to go ahead and cut just a smidge off of this. And that's probably going to be way too much. As it always, you never know. Oh, actually, that is just about perfect. So I want to make sure all my good, cool stuff's in line here. Alright, so now, we'll go ahead and measure our other one. Get it all measured up here. Go ahead and cut this one. So now we can have both of them for both sides. And as long as everything is to the right length. Whoop. Alright, whoop, I'm going crazy tonight. Alright, so there's one. Go ahead and put just a little dab underneath there. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Just kind of get rid of some of that glue. I don't know why in the heck I keep pulling the thing way over here. I keep pulling the truck way across the desk and you can't even see what I'm doing. Gosh dang it. I know. Not very good at multitasking sometimes. Just gonna make sure that's straight. Don't want no crooked traction bars, then truck will drive all crooked, and then what? Then you'll have a show truck that drives crooked. That's not what you want. Alright, so as you can see here, I got all the traction bars made up. I've got my little shock pieces. I think that turned out super cool. I wasn't 100% sure if I really wanted to do this or not, but I am happy I did it now. So that is going to be kind of a tutorial on how you guys do that. I will do it on another truck just to give you a full tutorial. I'll do a whole truck on that. Coming soon. We'll go ahead and do that just in case you guys are interested in seeing that. I think that turned out super cool on this truck. Next, we're just going to figure out some cool stuff to just kind of show you guys how to do it, and it just kind of turns out super cool after you're done with it. I think this did turn out super cool on this truck. We still got a lot of work to do on this one. I'm super excited about this one because I got some cool plans for this truck. I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see what that comes out to. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to slide some drive shafts in this thing. So I'm going to go to the end. They've got like a little, it's kind of like where the drive shaft fades out into the frame. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but it kind of like fades out into the frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the rear drive shaft right here, and then we're going to start the front drive shaft right around in here too, so that way we can get them all matched up real good. I'll go ahead and put my Sharpie back together. Sharpie, or I can't even remember what I called it now. So you guys have to remind me. I know somebody commented, said something about it. I can't remember. Can't remember nothing to save my life. Work too many hours. Ooh, too many. Way too many. All right. So now go ahead and, well, maybe pretty close to the center. We're way too far down though, I'll tell you that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up with this. I'm not sure why the heck we're way down there. Alright. There's that. Go ahead and get a little dab going on up to there. So now we got our rear drive shaft, and of course we got to take our little Q-tip, make sure I didn't use that side yet. So now we can go ahead and do our rear drive, or our front drive shaft, I should say. We're gonna do that on this side. So I do hope you guys are still enjoying all the crazy videos, and like tonight you guys got to see something new on the trucks, such as the shocks. Just kind of thought outside the box. I was like, well, I was thinking about that the other night after I did the truck. I was like, well, I could do something pretty cool. I could try out some shocks or something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool on the truck like this. So I did it, and I'm actually pretty stoked on how they turned out. I don't know what you guys think of them, but I will know what you guys think of them here before too long. So with that being said, we got all of our traction bars done. We got our little shocks, all of our shock absorbers all done up there. Like, I think that turned out super cool. Really like the way that turned out. Of course, like I said before, we are going to paint them so they ain't going to look all janky and stuff like that. But we're going to slide our wheels on, see how everything looks with wheels on it and all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and slide these wheels back on real quick. Then we're for the front. I forgot I did not glue the rear. I did not glue the fronts on. Okay. And I glued the backs on the truck, so that way we wouldn't have to, yeah, that is right. Alright, perfect. Oh, wheel's a little wonky. There we go. So, as you can see there, I got I think this thing, wow. This is the first time I actually looked at the truck without the, or with the wheels on it. So, as you can see here, you can see the little shocks sitting up there. You can see it on this side. You can't really see it too well with the backs as well as you can with the fronts. I went too high with the fronts. I should have actually, they're up in the fender well when they should have actually been down here on the frame somewhere. So we got some other stuff we want to do. We want to do like a tie rod and stuff like that. Just a sway bar, or whatever you want to call that little guy there. And then maybe something for the rear. Kind of something to just kind of show off the truck a little more. Just kind of put a little more detail into the truck. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because we are not finished with this one yet. There's going to be a part 3 probably to this truck. I do believe we still got some cool stuff. I got some ideas. So with that being said, be sure to like and subscribe for more awesome trucks, and be sure to leave me a comment below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.